Your true nature isn't what you think it is. You've been conditioned to believe you're fundamentally selfish, that looking out for yourself is natural and moral. But the latest research reveals something extraordinary. Humans are literally wired for connection, cooperation, and contribution. The behaviors that make us feel most alive, acts of creativity, compassion, and courage, are the same ones that benefit others. This isn't coincidence, it's design. Think about the moments in your life when you felt most proud, most energized, most like yourself. I guarantee they involved using your unique talents in service of something beyond your immediate self-interest. Maybe it was teaching someone something important. Maybe it was creating something beautiful. Maybe it was standing up for what was right when it wasn't easy. This is your soul recognizing its true purpose. But modern culture systematically disconnects us from this purpose. We're taught to see ourselves as isolated individuals, competing for scarce resources, rather than interconnected beings, capable of creating abundance through cooperation. We're encouraged to optimize for short-term pleasure rather than long-term flourishing. The result? An epidemic of what psychologist Viktor Frankl called existential vacuum, the feeling that life is meaningless despite material abundance. Frankl, who survived the Nazi concentration camps, observed that those who found meaning in their suffering were most likely to survive. Not those who were strongest or smartest, but those who had a reason to live. He wrote, "Those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how." So what's your why? Here's the twist. It's not what you think. It's not about finding your one true passion or discovering your predetermined destiny. It's about recognizing that meaning isn't found, it's created. And it's created through the cultivation of character and the expression of your unique gifts in service of something larger than yourself. The 20th century psychologist Abraham Maslow studied the most fulfilled, self-actualized people he could find. What he discovered challenged everything we assume about human motivation. These individuals weren't driven primarily by personal needs, they were driven by what he called B values. Being, values like truth, beauty, goodness, and justice. They had transcended the ordinary human concerns with safety and status to engage with universal principles. They found fulfillment not through getting, but through giving. Not through achieving, but through becoming. This is what the mystics of every tradition have pointed toward. The paradox that you find yourself by losing yourself. That you fulfill your individual potential by recognizing your fundamental interconnection with all life.